Hello, hello, hello. It's Erlinda Vo, the energy alchemist. How is everyone today? Okay, so I'm the founder of the Spa for Your Soul, and today you have found yourself on a soul frequency reading for the collective. So this is a collective reading. We're just getting present to what is the frequency, the soul frequency out there for the collective, okay? And then we're going to pull some cards to give us some messages about that frequency. Okay, so enthusiasm, enthusiasm. Okay, enthusiasm is an intense and eager enjoyment, interest, or approval. This frequency is healthy and is necessary to start your shift to a higher vibration. Allow yourself to pause and let go. Enjoy what you are accomplishing. Ask the angels to enhance your enthusiasm and to help you channel this new energy into your purpose. What a great, great frequency, especially for the new moon coming up, you guys. Can you really tap in and find that new enthusiasm? Like, can you renew your enthusiasm for life? Can you renew your enthusiasm for what you've been up to? For some of you, I don't know, man, it's been it's been interesting. It's funny. Like I feel like I get on here and I'm always like, it's going to be interesting. It's been interesting. It's been intense. Like it's kind of like a round. Okay. So we want to start to, I don't want to say like get used to it being an interesting vibe or kind of stressful vibe, but we want to know that this waiting for something, like we're waiting for this huge shift right now. There will be some energy flowing because Mercury is going direct at the end of this week. So things should start flowing a little bit better, but you want to know that life is happening right now. Whatever you're dealing with, whatever's going on, it's occurring right now. There's no more need to try to keep yourself waiting until life gets better or there's something comes and saves the day and changes the energy. Okay, really, really, it's about, can you be present now in your current circumstances? Can you bring up those enthusiastic feelings about you, about your life? Okay, this is the time. The people who are going to have a really hard time are the people who are still waiting for something, someone to come save the day. Okay, no one's coming. This is your life. You need to bring forth your enthusiasm, your joy, your beingness. Okay, tap into your goodness. Like I was just talking to a client yesterday, and we were talking about how we've been kind of waiting for something to occur so that we can go back to normal. This is it, okay? And I'm not trying to be the bearer of bad news, don't get me wrong, okay? But the people who are going to have a hard time are the people who are resisting this, okay? This is life. The good, the bad, the ugly. This is life. It's always been the good, the bad, the ugly, and it ebbs and flows. Sometimes you're on the high end of the roller coaster, sometimes you're on the low end. Okay. So you want to pull life to you. And this is all about enthusiasm. Okay. So as where Mercury's going direct and the new moon, you want to understand that there's going to be this renewed enthusiasm out there. Okay. So for you guys, if you can get really present into this is my life. This is reality right now. And how can I embrace that reality and use it for my benefit to elevate, to be more enthusiastic about what I'm doing? Okay, let's get right into the messages. Let's see what the oil is for the week. Lemon. Oh, how perfect. Okay, so focus is the ability to concentrate on one task at a time. Multitasking has its benefits. However, there is value in calmly and steadily learning and working in one continuous direction. Your mind is always expanding and growing. There's no limit to what you can learn. Your desire to study and grow honors the path of your soul. You have the time, slow down and focus. Today, I choose to direct my mind and focus. Find that thing that you're passionate about, that you have some sort of enthusiasm for, okay? Find that thing and hunker down. If you have the essential oil lemon is a really great one for the top of the mind, the top of the head, right down the crown chakra. If you don't have lemon, it's okay. We're going to ask the angels to download that frequency for us right here to give us that boost of extra focus, okay? I think a couple weeks ago, I talked about putting the blinders on. You want to get focused on what you are working on in your life, okay? Find that enthusiasm for your life, okay? Let's see what the crystal message is for the week. Oh, one popped up. Okay, hold on. Okay, you guys, let's see. Huh. This is interesting. I've never heard epidite. Okay. So it says go deeper. I'm going to read this one because I don't know much about this one. So let's look. Oh, I just passed it. Hold on. Okay, let's see. Oh, I can't find it now. Here we go. You are ready to heal on a deeper level. Peel back the layers around your heart by letting your guard down and opening yourself up to being vulnerable. Begin to address any emotional wounds so you can repair your heart and renew your spirit, leaving you open to pursuing healthier relationships. You are strong enough to shatter all the barriers that have been holding you back from forming deeper connections with the people in your life. It takes bravery to dive deep, but once you do, you can unlock a more meaningful existence. So stop holding yourself back from creating deeper relationships. Okay, this is for not only the people who are looking for love, okay? This is for people have been kind of withheld. Okay. So as we came into the pandemic, no one knew what was happening, right? And everybody started isolating. Do you remember that? Well, there was a sort of like an isolation of our energy and like, okay, we're not sure what's going to happen. So we kind of like held back a little bit. Now is the time to unleash who you are and your relationships with others. Start to dive deeper, share more of who you are. You know what? Sometimes life isn't all roses and sunshine and rainbows. Okay. Sometimes life is really hard. And do you have those people in your life where you can share those deep personal intimacies with? Okay. And another thing about this one is you may have dated. So this is coming through. I don't really do dating stuff, but this is coming through. So here we go. You may have dated in the past, and there's probably this level that you've allowed yourself to go to. Okay. And there's this kind of stopping point. You know how we all have like our little edges where we're unwilling to go. As you are going to date or start to get out there more, and even for people who are in current relationships, start to bump up against your edge and notice where you withdraw or notice how what you do. Okay. And can you push past that little edge barrier and share more of yourself? Okay. It is uncomfortable. It is scary. Sometimes it's like jumping off the ledge. Okay. But can you dive deeper into sharing who you are from a soul level? Okay. Like, I think the biggest fear we have is they're not going to be around or they're going to leave. And look, that may or may not happen. But imagine if you were living your life so expressed and that you were sharing so deeply, not only with yourself, the truth with yourself, but with others. Like, think about the kinds of intimate relationships you can create, that vulnerability. Okay. So it's no longer time for that superficiality. Okay. It's time to dive deeper. Okay. And when you dive deeper, I think you become more enthusiastic about who you are. Yes, let's get edgy. Of course. Yes, yes, yes. Let's get edgy. I love that. Let that be our little motto for the week. Okay. Let's get edgy. Push past those edges. Okay. And I'm not saying to put yourself totally in, some crazy situations. I'm not saying that like spontaneous, but like trust your vulnerability. Like allow yourself to maybe say something that you normally wouldn't say. Allow yourself to do stuff that you normally wouldn't do, okay? And see how take it on as an experiment, okay? All right, you guys, let's see. What is the angel message for the week? Oh, I love this one. This is my favorite card. Abundance. Woo! For those of you who just finished the 40-day journey with us, I think this is a personal message for us as well. For those of you who are doing it now or restarting it, it's a message for you too. Abundance, abundance, abundance. Now is the time. There's an abundance of energy. If you've been following me here, you probably started anchoring in some really good frequencies. Abundance is one of those frequencies. Okay. I noticed yesterday I did the prosperity blessing on YouTube because I just felt like this missing. Like I was like, oh, I'm supposed to be doing something right now. Like it was this missing. Okay. So abundance is flowing in. Okay. And now's the time to recognize it as abundance. Okay. No more dismissing it. Just allow it. Okay. And, be enthusiastic about the abundance. Okay. You want to I think, yesterday I was talking to another client, and there's synchronicities all around you. And when you are on your path, synchronicity starts to happen. Abundance. Start to notice all those abundance. The more you can notice and be grateful for it and have enthusiasm for it, the more will start rolling in. Okay. So let's just have that abundance, like windfalls of money and like abundance of joy and peace and happiness. Okay. As I've said for like the last couple weeks, you guys, there are some things that are coming up in the next month, next year, that people are going to be all over the place in their frequencies. Okay, some are going to be really struggling, and if you're here, you're someone who's committed to vibing up your energy. You're committed to taking care of your energetic footprint so that you don't impact the mass out there. Okay. Now, I want to give you one caveat. Make sure that you have your, what do they say? Put your mask on first. Make sure you are so grounded in the higher frequencies, in your abundance, in your joy, in your all of those positive emotions. Now is the time to not hide that. Now is the time to anchor that in and be the light for whatever's coming in the next few months or the next year. Okay, there will be people who are like, oh my gosh, what are you doing, how are you doing so well and stuff. Just keep hanging on. Okay, don't let people bring you down. Okay, and I don't mean for us to not like help people. That's not what I mean. I mean, you just want to be strong in your conviction of the all the work you've done to vibe up, all that joy, all that abundance, all of that stuff. Like anchor that in and stand strong. And if people want to rise up to match your frequency, you can tell them, here's a couple of things I've done and allow them to come on the journey with you. Okay, but don't get caught up in the current. Don't get caught up with everybody else's stuff, okay? Unless it's good, then get caught up in it, okay? We always take the good. All right, hold on. Grief. Oh, so the frequency is grief. I understand that losing something is an opportunity to appreciate it. So this is so good, you guys. I don't know about you, but in the last week, in the last couple days, I think since the abundance journey ended, I've had this like profound grief. Okay. This is the lesson that the soul is going through. It is a lesson of the old before the pandemic, leaving, and there's a grieving of that. There's the grieving of who you thought you would be right now, right? If the pandemic didn't happen, who you thought you would be with if the pandemic didn't happen. Like there's all these grievances, okay? Like I should have been there. I would have been making more money. I should have met my soulmate by now. I should have blah blah blah. Like wherever you are, notice that there's some grief. Okay. And especially if you did the abundance journey with us, there is definitely some grieving on the old selves that were there, the old being, the old body, right? And while the new experience and the new world that's here is so amazing, it is juicy and glorious and beautiful and romantic, and it's going to take the about 3 months for all the cells to rewrite and rearrange. There's this grieving process, like even my chest hurts, right, of who you've known yourself to be. Okay. And you want to allow yourself to keep letting that go, keep moving through that grief. Okay. So I do want to read a little bit about this grief and see what exactly is the lesson that they want us to go through. Okay. Um, okay, interesting. Okay. The emotion of grief and the sense of loss are absolutely real. The lesson of loss is not about the actual physical separation because the parting is temporary and illusionary. The point of the lesson is to acknowledge that the bonds of love never end and that we have not been abandoned. So those aspects of yourself are still there, okay? It's just those aspects aren't supporting you in your highest true self. Okay? It's there, it's supported you in your survival. It's allowed you to make it this far, but we want to thrive, okay? No more survival, we want to thrive. And that's what where you do, but you have to mourn it. It's a mourning process, okay? Um and you want to learn from this grief and just honor that sadness, okay? But keep moving forward, keep anchoring in that good stuff. All right, you guys, I think that's it for today. They're actually wanting me to do a couple pull cards. It looks like the angel answers. So if you're on live, I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple pull cards for you. So just drop, I guess I don't know how to do this. Let's say me, I guess. Type in me and I'll do one for you. And whoever I see first, we'll just do it as much as I can. Okay. And if you're still on, some of these may resonate with you. Okay, let's see. I think there's a little bit of a time delay. Pull. Okay, let's go for Sarah. All right, Sarah. Communicate clearly, Sarah. Okay, Sarah. So there's probably some things that you've been wanting to communicate and you have not communicated. Okay, so you want to articulate. Sometimes you need to write your responses down and then go ahead and communicate clearly. Okay, I think for you, Sarah, another message is to communicate clearly with the universe. I don't think you've asked for what you want with, your guides and angels or source, and it could be just like a little note you write and say, here you go, and if you're not like me who just kind of likes those downloads right now and I'll just push back or, ask them for what I want, write it down, put it under your pillow, make it a little ritual. Okay. But ask for what you want and communicate clearly. All right, Teague, I see you next. Wow, I'm not sure what your question was. I don't know how to respond to this, but it's a big no with an exclamation point. So I don't know what that is responding to. Only you know. But I think that I don't know. Yeah, maybe you can give me a little bit more clarity in there, but they're very clearly saying no. Maybe it's a pause, a no right now. Maybe it's like a hard no right now. Take a pause, take a breath. For you, I would say inside of this is that there's probably some things that you like want to accomplish, and there is to keep moving forward. But no right now is the timing thing, like the divine timing. If I don't know what your question was, so you can drop the question in there if you wanted to. Otherwise, we can talk offline. Okay, who's next? Oh, that's so funny. Sada, hi. Sada, for you, it's take action. Um, I'm just going to say this to you specifically. I think you've been caught up in some drama, some other people's stuff. So pull yourself out of that and take your actions. Take actions that feel good to your soul. Stop going into these lower frequencies and gossiping with others or them gossiping to you and you listening. Okay. Get out of that, whatever that you're swirling in, and take actions that are aligned with your heart. You created your life based on all the work you've done. Don't stop now. Okay. Keep moving forward. Okay. All right. Hi, Julie. So great to see you. All right. Let me pull a card for Julie. Remain positive, Julie. So you're probably one of the ones right now that is, you're probably like me. We're dealing with stuff. Okay. Stuff's coming at us and it's like, no, I just can't be positive anymore. I'm just blah, 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 blah. Right. So this is a clear message from the angels to remain positive. Okay. And you want to do everything in your power to keep the positive feelings going, okay? And you being here helps because it allows the angels to go ahead and go in and make some corrections, okay? So awesome, awesome. Hi, Savannah. Okay, let's see here. Whoa, let's see. Well, this popped out, so I'm guessing this is for you. No need to worry. So this, I mean, that's clearly, very clear message. No need to worry. I think it goes to the whole thing of you are on the right path, and, or you've been re-established on the right path, I should say, and that there's no need to worry, that you are in the perfect timing, in the perfect place, and there's just to keep moving forward. And I would take that Julie note as well, as to remain positive. Okay, it's easier to remain positive when things are flowing greatly, but it's harder to remain positive when things are not. Okay, and for everybody out there, you're not alone if you're dealing with stuff. Okay, I've been there too. I've been like grieving like crazy for like the last 24 hours, and so there's just to like keep getting back in the game, keep getting back on the court. There will be a tipping point. There will be a turning point in which there's no longer that struggle to like kind of like uplift, and just you'll be so anchored in the new frequency. One day you'll look back and be like, whoa, what was all that struggle for? What was all that for? Okay. All right, you guys, let me see if there's anything else. That is loud. Okay, cool. Woohoo! You guys are just responding. Okay, good. Don't stop believing. Getting out to my network every day. I got the message. Not yet. Oh, that's so funny. Yes. So actually, I think your message was a not yet. It was actually a no. So getting out to your network every day. This is for Teague. I think you actually do not like it. It's kind of against, you're like kind of forcing your soul to do something you don't like. So don't force your soul to do something you don't like. Just stop doing that right now. I would wait till Mercury goes direct and see if you can, like, maybe once a week or something. It's like forcing yourself to do something you hate every day. Okay. So the answer is no, don't do that. And maybe be more magnetic to allow people to come to you. And reach out to people, I think more, instead of like reaching out to your network, actually getting interested in what people are dealing with and up to, and start stepping into their world. Okay. All right, you guys. So that's what they wanted me to do, was pull some cards, some angel cards. I hope that was helpful. Let me see if there's anything else. Yeah, buy yourself some flowers, or, yeah, go be out in nature, go for a nice long walk, feel the air on your skin. Just do a little soul care today where you nourish your soul, and just take care, okay? For those of you who are really experiencing grief, I know I was. It's okay, okay? Just make sure you get some rest, drink some water, do the best you can. It is floating out there in the community right now, in the collective. Okay. You can't help but catch it sometimes. And don't make yourself wrong if you catch it. Just allow it to pass through. No, it is not you. And keep holding on and keep up leveling. Okay. All right, you guys, that's it for today. Sending you so much love. Talk to you soon.